What up, you weirdos? Dave here, and I like multi-tools. Welcome to a video that is not entitled This Weird Thing. I started with that and then redid it, whatever. This is the Smith and Wesson, not Weston, Wesson. I am an aged man, and I just found out that there's no T in that second name. I just found that out in preparation for this. So thank you, life, for not telling me that earlier. MT-15, multi-tool, 15 function. This is a little thing that has a 2¼ inch blade, 4¼ inch handle. Where else are we? 1¾ inches wide and a little bit more than ½ an inch deep. This is all black painted stainless steel, some kind of metallic. I'm just pausing because the paint's flaking off on me, and I don't appreciate that. What's great about this thing is the price. I got this for $20 at Academy. Excuse me. You can get it cheaper at Amazon for $17, for instance. Usually don't start with the price, but since that's literally the best thing about this, we'll start there. Also great is the hex wrench. Now, I don't actually have any positive opinion on this. I'm just quite proud of myself for just realizing recently, and when I say realizing, I mean a lovely, beautiful man of a viewer educated me some time ago. That's unscrewing itself. Did I just take this apart? I think I did. I'm gonna put this back in real quick. There we go. Perfect. Completely functional tool. I have long made fun of the tiny little rulers that oftentimes come on multi-tools, and I will continue to do so, to be clear, because I still believe this is dumb, because if you're going to put a ruler on, that's fine. Just put it on the side of the handle like so many others do, and both Leatherman, SOG, Victorinox, Gerber, everybody does it. So it's clearly not a copyright issue. Like having mini games and the loading screens for video games, that's copyrighted. The birthday song, that's copyrighted. The ruler on the handle, that's not copyrighted. Just do that. Not difficult, just do that. Anyway, these tiny rulers exist for people who work with like small nuts, so they can measure the nut, I guess, measure the bolt head, and then pick out the correct socket. I think that's what he told me. I read that a really long time ago. Hey, buddy, I appreciate you. But connect that with this, and you have 3 hex heads of a size. I don't know specifically what size those are, because I just don't care enough. But they are there. So, going through the complete tool list, we do have a knife, which I am very confidently using my finger on the blade to push, because I am both an idiot and currently holding in my hand a poorly made thing. We have a small Phillips head screwdriver and I almost said a box opener. It probably could open box, but it's made to open cans. That's in one handle, and the other is a crap saw where you can actually see like flecks of paint, not if I zoom in that much, like right there where my finger is. There's a big ball of paint on the end of one of the tooths right there as well. The paint job on this is very poorly done, suffice to say. So once again, the ramping on saws on multi-tools. All four of the previously mentioned do the ramping on saws, and even actually some lesser multi-tools that I have, though I can't remember specifically. I'm not sure. But, so that's not copyrighted. So just do that. So you don't have an excuse for not making a decent saw. Just do it. Come on, guys. So there's that. There is also this. It's in here somewhere. There we go. Luckily, there's just enough clumping that you can use other tools to pull out other tools. There's a small flathead right there. A bottle opener combined with a toothy thing that I believe to be like a staple remover or a nail puller, kind of a mini pry bar. I assume that's what this is, although this is the only bit of its type that I'm familiar with on Multitools. So in the comments, because I know nothing about any of this, so most of the things that I learned come from you guys, the beautiful viewers. So someone tell me what this is meant for, because I honestly don't know. Unless it is meant to screw in the bolts on the handles, in which case that's brilliant because it's attached to the inside of it. And on the end, of course, we have flathead with the aforementioned hex things. Spring action pliers. The spring is internal but feels very cheap, so whatever. The pliers are scissor cut like I like, so we are going to give them a very quick road test. Can it do it? It cannot. There we go. Second try. Okay. So if it's funny looking. So if you use the bit of the wire cutter right there on the pivot, then you can cut stuff. But only that very small window. So only if you cut right back in there, can you use that. So that is a sure sign of quality, only being able to use a fifth of your surface area. Great job. Trash on this I have listed as paint because, as I started off saying, it's all over my hands and everywhere on the tool, and actually kind of around on my cloth here. There's a little bit on the notebook. Overall quality, I think I've gone into that in plenty detail. It's a budget multi-tool made by people who don't understand budget multi-tools, because they can actually be made really well. Sorry, I'm playing with the wire from earlier. These can actually be made really, really well. Go watch my other multi-tools where I talk about these being done well. But this is not one of them. Cheap does not... I apologize. Inexpensive does not equal cheap. There are plenty of examples of that I have covered and that I quite love. This is not one of those. This is just cheap. So, good pouch. I don't actually believe that. I just like the pocket clip because I am frustrated by pocket clips that it's a hassle to take off your belt, but it's not with this. Just pop it up and remove it. So you can slide this onto a book bag, you can slide it onto a belt, what have you, and it is Velcro. So I don't actually believe that it's a good pouch. I just like the clip. So there's that. And decent pliers. The head doesn't actually meet very well. Also, I'm not sure if you were able to pick up that rattling, but here you can see it. Hopefully you heard that. That's not supposed to happen. That's not a great sign of endowing quality. Amazon sells this for $17. Home Depot for $22. Whatever. Walmart for $18, and I remember this, buy this from Academy for $20. Other than the SOG switch plier and the Leatherman Rev. I believe this is the only multi-tool that I have seen in every academy every time I go in one. It's interesting for me. Why are they so common? I don't know. I legitimately don't know. Out of 10 stars, I give this a nice try, but not really. I'm actually going to bring my previous title card back into frame that I was practicing slice cuts on. Some Weird Thing. Perfect name for this video. If you have questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know down below. Other than that, have a great day.